Today, cryptocurrencies have become a global phenomenon, known by most people but understood by few. In 2018, you will have a hard time finding a major bank, accounting firm, software company, or government that hasn't researched cryptocurrencies or started a blockchain project. Beyond the noise in the press releases, people often fail to understand basic concepts. So let's walk through the whole story. What are the cryptocurrencies? Satoshi invented Bitcoin in 2008 as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. To realize digital cash, you need a payment network with accounts, balances, and transactions. That's easy to understand. One major problem every payment network has to solve is to prevent double spending. That is, to prevent one entity from spending the same amount twice. Usually, this is done by a central server who keeps records of all balances in a decentralized network. You don't have this server, so you need every single entity of the network to do this job. Every peer in the network needs to have a full list with all transactions to check if the future transactions are valid or an attempt to double spend. But how can these entities keep it consistent about these records? If the peers or the network disagree about one single major balance, everything breaks. They need absolute consensus. Nobody knew how to achieve this until Satoshi proved it was possible. Cryptocurrencies are the key part of the solution. To illustrate this, we will look at the transaction on the network. The transaction is a file. For example, Bob gives X Bitcoin to Alice and assigned digitally by Bob. Once signed, the transaction is broadcasted to the network, sent from one peer to every other peer. This is standard P2P technology. Nothing special happening here. After a specific amount of time, the transaction gets confirmed. Only miner can confirm transactions. This is their job in cryptocurrency network. They take transactions, stamp as legitimate and spread them into the network. After a transaction is confirmed by a miner, every node has to add it to its database. It has to become a part of the blockchain. For this job, the miners are rewarded by cryptocurrency, for example Bitcoins. Anybody can be a miner. They just need to use some of their computer's power to qualify the task. Every miner competes to solve a cryptographic puzzle. After finding a solution, a miner can confirm the transaction and add it to the blockchain. As an incentive to do this, they then receive a payment from the network. In this way, a network of independent actors are economically incentivized to maintain the legitimacy of the transaction history. So that's the gist of it. Cryptocurrencies are the key to complex digital cash problem that Satoshi solved how to maintain integrity and consensus across independent and potentially malicious actors. Cryptocurrencies are essentially the monetary incentive offered to anyone willing to keep the network secure.